Advocate of Nigeria. He's known for his work as a constitutional lawyer, Mike Ozekhome. Thank you so much for joining us on the Arise interview.
Thank you very much. And welcome, Nigerians, even in these dark days.
Yes, indeed. And I'd like to get your thought, first of general, about the goings-on the security front and the issues that have led the Senate to say, look, Mr. President, you have only 6 weeks to deal with this security challenges decisively. Otherwise, you stand, the risk of facing an impeachment process.
When I saw senators speaking yesterday, I said, oh, for once, they decided to wake up from their deep slumber. There is no one so difficult to wake up as someone who is pretending to be asleep.
And pretending is the underlying word.
Yeah, pretending to be asleep. To me, this ninth Senate, with all respect, with all due respect, is probably the worst Senate that we have ever had since the time of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first Senate president, and then Dr. Nwafo Urizu, who was Senate president before the Major Kaduna Nzogu-Chukwu-led military coup d'etat of January 15, 1966. And I want to also rate that the 8th Senate of the National Assembly was perhaps the best because they could challenge President Buhari, they could speak truth to power, they could challenge impunity,
right.
They could look at the devil eyeball to eyeball and say, devil, you are devil. That was how strong that 8th Senate was. But this one, I've always called them Mr. Take a Bow Senate. Why do I call them that name?
Right.
A person comes for screening for an important position, like a ministerial position or a position that has to do with security. And the person comes and they listen to this, say, oh, introduce yourself. I am Mike Ozekhome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Oh, we know you very well. Take a bow. Come on. No country grows like that.
So you're putting
because we
the
don't
blame,
interrogate them.
Right. You're putting the blame squarely at the doorstep of the Nigerian Senate, of the National Assembly, of the legislature. Is that what you're doing?
First, at the doorstep of the Senate President and the House of Representatives Speaker, holding forth for the National Assembly, the legislature, the first arm of government under Section 4 of the Constitution. That of the executive, I put squarely at the doorsteps of Mr. President, who has the executive under Section 5 of the Constitution. You must know that there is what you call the doctrine of separation of powers, which was ably propounded in 1748 by Baron de Montesquieu, a great French philosopher, that each of these 3 arms of government must be separate and independent of the other, but to have counterbalancing effect one on the other.
Checks and balances.
Yeah. So for the